guys, this is Aidan's Toy Trove, and this is part of our mail call series. We have been super busy, so I haven't been keeping up with my videos very well. I'm actually in a hurry to get this video done and then edited and posted, and then I need to skedaddle to the retail store. For those of you that don't know, we operate a toy store here. That's a brick and mortar store. And here is Crescent City, California, which is located on the border of California and Oregon. So super far north California, about 20 minutes from the Oregon border. And with Christmas and Thanksgiving and that time of season, things have been a bit busier. And we've been running extended hours. So I've had less and less time to deal with online things. I still actually need to pull the horses that need to be shipped today, which I forgot about. Oh god. Okay, so this box, very well packed, huge, lots of popcorn in there. I can't tilt it too much or all the popcorn's gonna fall out. This is a custom horse. This is for my personal collection, so not for sale. This is a partial commission. I'll explain that to you in just a sec after I have this horse out of the popcorn so you can hopefully hear me. Dig around in here, see if I am missing a base. Okay, I kind of don't think this horse had a base. But if you look in here, there's lots and lots of popcorn, lots and lots of room. So very well packed. I had a recent video of another custom that was done by Tiffany Purdy, who arrived broken, and that was just so heartbreaking. So I'm really hoping this horse is in one piece. By a partial commission, I mean that I saw the artist, or pictures, posted by the artist of this horse when it was in its resculpting phase. And I wrote the artist and I said, hey, would you be willing to pre-sell that horse? And she said, yes, what color would you like it? So I went ahead and I made my deposit and I chose my color. And that is how this horse came about. This horse is by an artist that I have a number of pieces by, and I absolutely adore her work. Her name is Tammy Myrol. She has a very unique style to her painting, and the horses just look soft and velvety and touchable. You'll see what I mean when I get this horse out. This horse has had some resculpting. At one point, I owned a wonderful horse. Well, actually, he was hubby's horse, but I like to call him mine. His name was Just Another Joe. And he was a Breyer Iticus in a gorgeous Donalino Pinto. And he was just so stunning. And I've missed him ever since we ended up selling him because we needed to pay some bills. So this one I requested for the color to be similar, and the color is definitely different, but it is similar too. So let's get this bubble wrap out so that we have the horse protected and I'm not making a total mess. Sorry for the bubble wrap noise. I know I mentioned this in other videos, but I've been having trouble getting the volume to raise in my videos, and right now, as I take this video, hubby is sleeping, so I don't want to like shout at the camera and wake him up, because that would be a bad thing. Okay, this horse is pretty hefty. I'd say over a pound. There is epoxy work on it. So the first trick in unwrapping is finding the end of the toilet paper. Whoops, don't want to pop that bubble wrap. And sometimes the edge is just tucked underneath something else, but I think this, see this little edge of toilet paper, I think that's not the start. I think that's, oh, no, wait. No. So this is always kind of one of the hard parts. There we go. End of the toilet paper. So here we go. So here in Northern California, and Northern California being the Oregon-California border, it doesn't get super cold in the winter. We've been in the 30s at night, and then it's been in the 50s during the day. But it rains a lot and it's very damp, so it's kind of dreary and depressing. But aside from that, the dampness really irritates my autoimmune arthritis, so the winter's really tough on me. I did just go to the doctor and we're trying a medicine that I was on before and was taken off. So we're giving it another shot and we're hoping that works. So this weather is so hard on arthritis with just the damp cold. And it will be like this all the way from, let's see here, this is November, so it started in October, and it will rain and rain and rain all the way up through June until almost BreyerFest time. So we don't get snow here, but we get a lot of rain. And summer is beautiful here, but it does not get hot. If it's 70, it's pretty hot to us. If it's 80, we're like scorching here. So when people say, or people hear that we live in California, I'm always like, oh no, that's not really California, it's more like Oregon. Because it really is more like Oregon than California here. Some of you may have noticed I have been beginning to list more horses to the website since we're switching off of eBay come spring of next year. So do check the website for some unique retired horses. I know right now there's a beautiful Bluegrass Bandit listed. And we do have some more horses back in stock that were sold out, like these Blind Bag of Spirit. Right now the entire boxes are listed, so it's an entire box of, I think, 12 horses. I never did get around to making an individual listing, but if you don't want a full box, let me know and I'll go ahead and I'll just make you a quick little listing so you can purchase it. Our website is very secure and it uses PayPal for checkout. So you have the buyer protection of PayPal, and I know most hobbyists have a PayPal account. I am still working on the insurance claim for the Breyer custom that I got the other day that was broken. For those of you that don't know, you can start your insurance claim online through USPS.com. You need your tracking number, the sender's address, the address where it was shipped to. I'm not sure about the receipt, but I do have a picture of the receipt, and I have a picture of the packaging. I have a picture of the shipping label. And I'm holding onto that packaging in case the post office wants to see it. And then I have a I have a picture of the damage. And the last thing that I need to do is I need to get a couple quotes for his repair. One of the tricks with the post office, which I think is kind of really very silly, is the post office will not cover postage, which can be quite costly. To ship a horse from a custom horse in an oversized box from the west to the east coast can be close to $100 each direction. So it's really silly to me that they won't cover that. So what I try to do is I try to have the repair artist write the cost of the shipping into the repair quote. Otherwise I'm out a lot of money on the shipping, and the shipping isn't that much likely if you have an original finish horse, just because you don't need as big of a box. So now that it's winter, not my favorite time to ship, but for customs it's a much better time than the hot time that you have during the summer. They deal better with cold than they deal with heat, although it's still not ideal. You want to keep them around room temperature. Okay, so I think I already told you guys this one is a custom of Vallegro by Tammy Myrold, and he has a new head. I'll give you one look at it and give you just a little chance to guess who his head belonged to. He has really beautiful, gosh, beautiful shading in his mane and tail, and I will show that to you in just a minute. So let me get this bubble wrap off the table. And he balances on his tail as a third point, so he doesn't even need a stand. How fantastic is that? Okay, let me rearrange this camera just a little smidge. There we go. Okay, did you guys figure it out yet? This is actually, what's really funny is this is one of my favorite Breyer heads, and that sounds just horrible. But this is the Breyer Salinero head sculpted by Bridget Eberl. So the body is sculpted by Bridget Eberl and the head is sculpted by Bridget Eberl, but the body is Vallejo and the head is Salinero. Now I didn't have an original finish Vallejo to compare with, so I went ahead and I grabbed a custom Vallejo that I have, who isn't quite the original form. This is Vallejo by Francis Stevens, I think. And he has kind of a more Roman nose and a new mane and a new tail. But I thought I'd compare him anyway, but the more I look at him, since he has the resculpted face, it's kind of hard to tell exactly how much work has been done on this Tammy Myrold piece. But I'll give you a look at this guy anyway, because he's super fantastic. He has that double braid on his mane, and he has that mud knot tail. This guy does require a stand to stand. But I was hoping to show you guys the legs. I think the legs are fairly similar position. So maybe I'll put them like this. I bet that Tammy did a lot of sawing to get the pegs out of those back feet, because he's got metal rods. Let me show you. I guess it's only one, but it's a really sturdy metal rod, and it inserts into the peg in the base. And I know from experience that these rods are very strong, so there probably was some smoke, heat, smelliness, probably not fire. I made myself a little bit of fire when I was dremeling one of the what were they? Breeds of the World resins, who also had a wire armature where he was connected to the base, and there were sparks. Okay, so here you can see the positioning. I'm not really sure if the legs have changed. I want to say the legs haven't changed, but the neck looks new. I believe that this is the direction that Vallejo's head usually goes, which is this way, towards the left. So I will flip these horses around so you can see the different position on the head. And again, this bay Vallejo here was done by Francis Stevens, and he was made into a Baroque horse. I know, it's such a surprise, me and Baroque horses, right? And I see how his head naturally turns to the left. This guy's head is fairly straight, so not only does he have a new head, he has a new neck. And that is, I think, where the majority of his resculpting is, aside from his mane and his tail. Vallejo has a little neat braided mane, and then he just has a simple baned straightish tail. So both these horses have brand new manes and tails. And I really like that this guy doesn't need a base. I have a horrible habit of losing bases, and not completely losing bases, but losing bases from when I want them, like when I want to display them or I want to show them. And this guy, since we did end up selling Mr. Joe, who was owned by hubby, we're co-owned. This horse will definitely be part hubby's, because he did like that horse. And he has not seen this horse yet, obviously, because I just unpacked it, so this will be a surprise to him. And I'll just give you kind of a rear view. I don't know how much you can see from the rear. And thank you guys for your recommendations on video editing. I absolutely love iMovie. I just wish that it had a bigger, or I had a device with a bigger interface. I'm using an iPhone, so it's kind of hard to do on a little screen. I keep eyeing the iPhone 10 thinking, I would love a new phone, but I don't really need one, and I certainly don't need $1,000 phone, but yeah. Kind of fun bit of trivia. Did you guys notice that there's no iPhone 9? It goes iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And I was like, well, wait. Hubby actually noticed this. He said, well, wait, what happened to the iPhone 9? And I was like, well, I don't know. I think they just had it a while ago. He's like, no, they didn't. So I looked it up. And the iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they were versions. So it was like version 1, version 2, version 3, blah, blah, blah. And then when they went to the iPhone 10, it was to show that it was the 10th year of the iPhone. So there is no iPhone 9. Kind of stupid trivia there, but one that I looked up and thought you guys might want to know. I don't know why I'd think that, but okay. So these are my 2 custom Allegros. I think I'll give you one more shot of his beautiful mane and tail, because he really does have some beautiful, beautiful shading and detailing in that mane and the tail. It has white and brown and black. He has a bridle path. I just love the Selenero head. It's such a kind looking face. And then his tail also has a lot of the multicolor here at the top, and I didn't even notice that, but at the bottom it also has multicolor. It's just darker. So there's the top of him, and here he is, signed Tammy Myrell 2017. When you're handling custom horses, ideally you want to be wearing cotton gloves or something to protect them from the hand grease on your hands. So I'm breaking rules here. I'm not wearing gloves, but I did wash my hands right before I handled him. I have noticed that Tammy Myrell's work, the white does tend to yellow if you handle it after a while. So definitely be aware of that. You can see he has had a air hole replaced between his hind legs. So he no longer has that unsightly air hole on his mouth, which I really like. That's one of the things that kind of annoys me when I see a beautiful, beautiful custom and then a big air hole on his mouth. I'm not sure if this guy had his air hole redone or not, but I am not seeing it, so maybe he did. Or maybe he doesn't have an air hole. Huh. Look at that. And I just don't have time today, but I'm hoping the next video I'll get you guys caught up with what's been going on in Breyer News, because there has been some stuff going on, some new fun special runs, things like that. I want to get this video published and get those horses pulled to go out with the mail, and then I need to get to the store. That is all that I have for you. Thanks for watching.